Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Soph. We talk a little bit about beauty, books and anything else that I'm interested in that week, honestly. Today I'm back with another book haul and this one is a big one. So since my last escapade my last video that talked about the books that I bought from Asda, books I got from subscription boxes and books I got from Waterstones, I have been to Waterstones a total of like 4 more times, and I have acquired quite a few more books. So without further ado, I'm just going to talk about what books I got, what they're about, give you some ideas on what's out there at the moment, and yeah, I'm on the last book of Harry Potter, so my to be read pile will start going down at some point, I swear. So, first up, we have The Deathless Girls by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. And honestly, I think it was the cover that had me completely in love. The quote at the top is, "They say that thirst for blood is like a madness." So, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember what any of these books are about, so I probably will read the blurb briefly and then say what it's about. I just noticed something at the bottom which makes me really excited. It actually says the breathtaking origin story of the brides of Dracula. So that is exciting, first off. But it basically says, on the eve of their divining day, 17-year-old Lil and her twin sister Kizzy are captured by the cruel boy of Alcar. Forced to work as slaves, they are stripped of hope, power, and everything they've ever known. Until Myra, a fellow captive, gives Lil someone to live for and someone to love. But when the sisters hear of the mythical dragon, more monster than man, who accepts girls as gifts, their desperate existence is threatened once more, and in this brutal world of dark desire and destiny, the girls must fight to save their own flesh and blood, even if that means accepting a fate beyond death. Does that not sound like incredible? I want to sit here and read it right now. And look at this, like, print inside. Oh, it's a glossary. There's a glossary, you guys, of some of the words. So voyeur means voyeur, where I said boy of Alcar. Boyeur means lord, so it's Lord Volcar, and they've just got a bunch of words so you know what you're actually talking about. I love that. And then the page numbers have this like little rose print or whatever it is. Looks like a rose kind of. But yeah, so I am like getting excited about this book all over again. The next one is House of Hollow. House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. And it actually says down here, dark and delicious, House of Hollow hums with malice and mystery, I devoured it whole. And that quote is from Kieran Millwood Hargrave, which is the author of the book we were just talking about. But yeah, this is a new one. I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and I knew I had to get it, but I can't remember why. Dark, dangerous things happen around the Hollow sisters, even since they disappeared as children, only to reappear a month later with no memory of what had happened to them. Odd, eerie occurrences follow in their wake. When Gray, the eldest, goes missing again, Iris and Vivi are left to figure out the mystery. But they aren't the only ones looking for her. As they brush against the supernatural, Iris realises that the world that returned them 10 years ago might be calling them back. But just how much horror lies beneath the surface? Again, you're gonna notice a theme with these. It's gonna be supernaturally. It's gonna be fantasy. I have got like 2 or 3 that aren't fantasy, I don't think. But the rest of them, the other like 10, are fantasy, so I do apologise. But oh my god, some of the chapters have like this really pretty floral design in them as well. It's so pretty. This cover is giving me Midsummer vibes, and that gives me PTSD because that film genuinely traumatised me. That film traumatised me. And I'm good with horrors, but that film traumatised me. It's about sisters that go missing, they reappear, and then one of them goes missing again, and they're trying to like work out what the hell is going on. The next one is definitely a bit of me, and it's called This Lie Will Kill You by Chelsea Pitcher. The title is This Lie Will Kill You, but it says at the top, the truth hurts, but. So it's the truth hurts, but. You are cordially invited to tell the truth or face the consequences. 1 year ago, there was a party. At the party, someone died. Until now, no one has told the truth about what happened that night. Tonight, the 5 survivors arrive at an isolated mansion, expecting to compete in a contest for £50,000 prize. Nobody questions the odd, rather exclusive invitation until it's too late. 5 arrived, but not all can leave. Will the truth set them free, or will their lies destroy them all? That gives me like, I know what you did last summer vibes. Somebody obviously knows what happened and they're trying to get the person to own up and tell the truth, and if they don't, everyone's gonna die basically. So again, I just wanna go and read them all, but I'm still in Deathly Hallows and I must finish Deathly Hallows first. Okay, this next one was more of a visual buy because I have never read anime in my life. I still can't get my head around how you read it, because obviously it's like backwards and then like top to bottom or something like that. I am confused, but this book is stunning, and I've seen the live action version of the film and I loved it. I haven't watched the anime version yet, but I'm sure I will love that too. But yeah, so I'm not an anime girl, however I needed this book, so maybe it'll introduce me to anime, who knows. So this is Death Note, and it is the black edition, so this is all matte black, which is and then you've got the black sprayed edges, and when I first got it, when you did this, the pages were like stuck together and it made the most satisfying noise I have ever heard. But yeah, so obviously a normal book is like that, and this one goes backwards, so I'm still not 100% sure. When I figure out how I'm supposed to read it, I probably will read it, but I do not understand how you read it. So, but isn't this like the most aesthetically pleasing book, like literally ever? Next up is another like hyped about book, and it is why can I not speak? Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And it's basically about like assassins and freedom and all of this. I didn't realise that the series was so long, otherwise I probably would have put this down because I'm not ready for a long series again. But I don't have the whole series, I just have this one just in case I don't like it. I imagine I will, but yeah, it just looks like this. It basically says, in the dark, filthy salt mines of Endovia, an 18-year-old girl is serving a life sentence. She is a trained assassin, the best of her kind, but she made a fatal mistake and she got caught. So it's following her path and she's trying to be free, basically. But she's an assassin, so sounds good to me. This next one I am super excited for, and it's Circe by Madeline Miller. I'm going to cut off my tongue by the end of this video, I swear to God. So this one is Circe by Madeline Miller, and it is a Greek mythology retelling of Circe. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the original story, so I will probably look that up before I read this, but it basically says on the back, in the house of Helios, god of the sun and mightiest of the Titans, a daughter is born. Circe is strange, not powerful and terrible like her father, nor gorgeous and mercenary like her mother, but she has a dark power of her own, witchcraft. When Circe's gift threatens the gods, she is banished to the island of Aeia, where she hones her occult craft, casting spells, gathering strange herbs, and taming wild beasts. Yet a woman who stands alone cannot live in peace for long, and among her island guests is an unexpected visitor, the mortal Odysseus, for whom Circe will risk everything. So she falls in love. Circe's tale is a vivid epic of family rivalry, love, and loss, an inextinguishable song of woman burning hot and bright in the darkness of a man's world. So I love Greek mythology with like all my heart. I used to literally sit up at night and follow, like, research the whole Greek god family tree, and that shit is complicated, let me tell you. But yeah, so I'm really excited to read this one and the next one that I'm about to talk about, who is actually by the same author. So this one is Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Obviously Achilles is also a Greek god, you know, Achilles heel, the broken heel, all of that. So this is his retelling. There's not a whole lot more to say. All I know is that this book has broken people's hearts, and I'm not ready to cry over a book because I've already done that for the last 7 books of Harry Potter. But this one broke people, so I'm so ready. I am so ready. Yeah, so it's about Achilles going to war, fulfill his destiny, torn between love and fear for his friend. I'm not very good with names on this. I'm not very good at pronouncing foreign names. I'm getting too hooked with this. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this one as Cersei because I love Greek mythology and I just know that this one's going to break my heart and the other one's going to be like, what? So the next one is actually... My book has got stuff all over it. No. Is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and if you are in the book world, you've already heard about this, you've probably already spoken about this, probably already read this. I think everyone and their mum has read this one by now, considering the last book of the series just came out. So this is by Sarah J Maas again, and I have not read this yet because I've only just come back into the world of books. And this is basically about a girl called Feyre who has killed... They were killing wolves and she kills the wrong one, so she gets taken in by a Fey Lord and she falls in love with a member of the Fae, I believe. And I am very excited to read this. I already know that I'm going to fall in love with it, and to be honest, I don't know why I didn't just buy the full set because it probably would have been cheaper, and I know I'm going to end up buying them anyway. But it basically says, the skin of a wolf would bring enough gold to feed her sisters for a month, but the life of a magical creature comes at a steep price. And Feyre has just killed the wrong wolf. Taken prisoner by a high Fey Lord, Feyre learns that her masked captor is hiding even more than his piercing gaze suggests. But Feyre's feelings for Tamlin begin to burn through every warning she's heard about his kind. A shadow is falling across the land, and if Feyre cannot fight it, she will lose everything. So she's fallen in love, it's enemies to lovers kind of thing, and I am all for that. That is like my favourite thing ever. So this will probably be the next book I read after I finish Harry Potter, purely because I'm literally dying to read it. Everyone is talking about how good it is, and I'm just like, I don't know, because I haven't read it yet. Next, I feel like this is going on for literally ever. I've been talking about books for non-stops for 16 minutes, and we still got 5 more to go, but I don't care. So this one is Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell, and it is a new book, or newish book, and when I picked this up just to read the blurb, the woman in Waterstones literally ran at me to tell me how good it was, so naturally I had to buy it. On a summer's day in 1596, a young girl in Stratford-upon-Avon takes to her bed with a sudden fever. Her twin brother Hamnet searches everywhere for help. Why is nobody at home? Their mother Agnes is over a mile away in the garden where she grows medicinal herbs. Her father is working in London. Neither parent knows that Hamnet will not survive the week. Hamnet is a novel inspired by the son of a famous playwright, a boy whose life has been all but forgotten, but whose name was given to one of the most celebrated plays ever written. So I think this is a... Is it like a rewrite or something to do with Hamlet or to do with Shakespeare? I know it's to do with Shakespeare, so... But this isn't necessarily fantasy, so... But I am really excited to read this. It seems like a really easy, like... I don't even know what category this would fit into, but like... Quotes of people reviewing it are like a thing of shimmer and wonder, burst with life, miraculous, beautiful, glorious, extraordinary. So I can't wait to read it. I feel like I said that about everything. Obviously I can't wait to read any of these books, so just take that. Just take it. I shouldn't need to keep saying it. Breathtakingly moving and outstanding, says the Guardian, and it won Waterstones Book of the Year in 2020. So it must be good. Whether it's going to be my type of good, I don't know. And here is another book that's going to break me into pieces. And quite frank, I'm not ready for this one. This is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. On September the 5th, a little after midnight, Death Cast calls Matteo and Rufus to give them some bad news. They're going to die today. Matteo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons. They're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news, there's an app for that. It's called The Last Friend. And through it, Rufus and Matteo are about to meet out for one last great adventure to live a lifetime in a single day. If you can't tell that is going to break my heart in so many ways just from that blurb, then I don't know what else to tell you, because I'm assuming they do actually both die, and that just itself is going to make me really sad, and I'm tearing up just thinking about it. I bet they become like best friends as well. So this is basically just a following of their last day on Earth as they've been... I don't know if it's like a thing in this universe where people die when they get chosen to die, kind of like Hunger Games, I guess. And they choose to live their last day with each other and go on a last adventure before they die. So I'm not ready for the heartbreak at all. Now this one is a gem, and I would never have heard about it if it wasn't for a lady in the Waterstones that I went to. But this book is called A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, a dark, smart, delicious tale. So basically, without reading the blurb to you, this is about a book. This is about a school for the magically gifted or something, where you can't leave until you graduate, and you're like on a floor. So when you first start, you're on the top floor, and as you go down, or as you progress, you go down a floor, and then obviously when you graduate, you're on the bottom floor, so you leave. And it basically says, enter a school of magic unlike any you have encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays, friendships are purely strategic, the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only two ways out. You graduate or you die. Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but at least she possesses a dark power so strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school. Except she might accidentally kill all the other students too. So Elle is trying her hardest not to use it, that is, unless she has no other choice. So it's a dark school, they go there, you can only leave by graduating or dying, and there's like monsters, and you have to survive, and it's like Harry Potter for adults. And honestly, after Court of Thorns and Roses, this bad boy is what I'll be picking up. Now this one is one that I haven't heard anyone talk about, but I saw it on the buy one get one half price table on like the very final trip I did before this video, and it's called The Crooked Mask by Rachel Burge. And again, it was definitely the cover that drew me to it, but then I read the blurb, which says, welcome to the circus of myth and mayhem, where performers reenact tales of the Norse gods wearing masks that mysteriously change expression. The creepy jester isn't quite human, and the big top is full of the dead. Martha arrives at the circus deep in the forests of northern Norway, determined to learn how Nina died. Did she fall from the trapeze, as Stig said, or was there more to her accident? Drawn into a dangerous game of the gods, Martha must look behind the mask and see the truth before it's too late. So this is a play on another type of mythology, the Norse, like Viking mythology. So I am really excited. I don't know anything to do with that, so this will be a learning curve for me, but I think it sounds like a really good book. And we are down to our last two books. So this one is actually a newer book that has been featured in a subscription box recently, I believe. And I'm hoping it's not going to be an Illumicrate this month, because this is my first month with Illumicrate and I don't want to get another copy of this book. I mean, it might be really pretty, I guess, but anyway, this is Witches Steeped in Gold. So naturally I was drawn to it because it said witches, and it's by Cianon Smart. Order divides them, revenge will unite them. As far as I can remember, it's about two witches that are basically like sworn enemies, but they come together to like survive. Sworn enemies, the two witches enter a deadly alliance to take down the woman who threatens both their worlds. But revenge is a bloody pursuit, and nothing is certain except the lengths that Irea and Jasmine will go to win this game. There you go. So they're sworn enemies, but they come together because they have a common enemy, which again is one of the best stories told. So this is a thick book as well. This is like definitely Hallows level, 532 pages. So again, obsessed, love it, can't wait to read it. And lastly, this is something very different. I've seen people raving about these graphic novels. They're on like volume 4 now, I think it is, but this is just volume 1 because there's no point in me getting volume 4. And this is the Heartstopper series by Alice Oseman, and it's about two boys that it's a queer graphic novel. It's about two boys that end up falling in love. I think one of them's gay and one of them doesn't know that he's gay. And it's just like super cute. Like I love the art style, and it's like it's going to be such an easy read, and if I like it I will buy the other volumes because I do feel like I'm going to like it. It's going to be like a really humble read, I think. So boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love is what it says on the back. So I think that is the cutest thing. and I'm really excited to read it. Charlie and Nick are at the same school, but they've never met until one day when they're made to sit together. They quickly become friends, and soon Charlie is falling hard for Nick, even though he doesn't think he has a chance. But love works in surprising ways, and Nick is more interested in Charlie than either of them realise. This is the first volume of Heartstopper, with more to come. So, isn't that like the cutest thing? I'm so excited to read it. I feel like I've just been to like a shopping. I think I have an addiction to shopping, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm sad, I spend money. If I'm happy, I spend money. Like, there's no time that I don't really spend money. And I wonder why I'm so broke by the time it gets to like the week before payday. But books are making me so happy at the moment, and all I want to do is just sit and read all day. So, hence a big pile of books that's next to me. If you have read any of these books, please let me know what you've thought of them. And if you have any book recommendations based on what I think I'm gonna like, please do drop them, because I'm always looking to add to my wish list. And yeah, so that is it for today's video. If you want more of these videos, please give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It really, really helps. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!